Tomorrow marks 1 year since a deadly medical jet crashed in Northeast Philadelphia. It crashed along Cottman Avenue less than 1 minute after taking off from Philadelphia's Northeast Airport. All 6 people on board were killed. 2 more people on the ground were also killed. It is still unclear what caused the crash. NBC 10 investigative reporter Claudia Vargas spoke with the lead investigator in this case. She joins us from the scene of the accident. Claudia, what is the latest in this investigation?
Yeah, Jackie, well, the NTSB investigator in charge of the Philadelphia crash, Robert Gretz, tells me that he hopes to be done with this investigation within the 18-month mark. So that would be by July of this year. Now, you might recall that just 2 days prior to the jet rescue crash, we had the Washington, D.C. crash involving military helicopter and American Airlines jet that was trying to land in D.C. That took up a lot of the NTSB resources. And Gretz tells me now that that investigation's over, some of those resources can be used here in the Philly case. As for things that remain to be done, he says CT scans, X-rays of some of the plane components are going to be done to, as he says, confirm or rule out any pre-impact anomalies.
Now, Claudia, we know you uncovered that the jet rescue plane did not have a data recorder, and it wasn't required to. But where are we with the NTSB recommendations that all air ambulances have those devices?
Yeah, I mean, the NTSB has been pushing the FAA for more than a decade for air ambulances and similar aircrafts to have data recorders and monitoring systems. But, you know, the FAA has said that this is just too costly for some of the operators, including some in remote areas, and they don't want to risk those folks going out of business. So that's the latest on the data recorders. And I will note that those are different from the cockpit voice recorders, which Jet Rescue did have, and some folks might remember seeing that one get pulled off the ground. We're talking about data recorders, and those help investigators tell a story of the airplane's speed, altitude, and engine performance.
Claudia, these types of events usually lead to lawsuits. Where are we on any legal issues here?
Yeah, well, we know that the lawyers representing the family of the doctor who was on board the jet rescue airplane and the mother of the little girl who was the one being transported on that jet to go back home to Mexico after receiving treatment here have sued Jet Rescue in Philadelphia court. So we got a chance to look through that lawsuit. They're alleging negligence, wrongful death. We did reach out to Jet Rescue. We have not yet heard back from them. But in addition to that, the insurance company for Jet Rescue filed a separate complaint in federal court saying that the $10 million policy that they had for that specific airplane won't be enough to cover all the damages that they're expecting, not just from the deceased victims, but also the injured people on the ground, all the damage that was done to the businesses and the homes. So they have asked a federal judge to decide just how to divide the money.
And we know the city set up a fund to help some of the victims on the ground. What do we know about how that money was actually used?
Yeah, well, the city soon after the plane crash suggested that people start donating to this One Philly fund. It was created through the administration, but it was to be administered by the Philadelphia City Fund, which is the nonprofit arm of city government here. And they encourage people to donate money there. That way, the victims of the crash, anybody impacted by this crash, could apply for funds. So I did reach out to the fund and asked just, you know, how much money had been given out, how much money had been raised, but the executive director there pointed us to the mayor's office. We have not yet heard back on those updates.
Important details to know as the impacted communities continue to recover from this crash. We'll never forget when we heard that a plane went down in that area and then when we first saw those horrific images. Claudia, thank you. We know you will keep us posted on all of that. And NBC 10 is taking a look back at the night of that crash. We have a special article up right on our website as we reflect on what happened and all of the lives impacted. You can find it on the homepage of NBC10.com and the free NBC 10 app.